Hello, Vergyverg here, local PvP expert and GBL enthusiast. Do you hate the time it takes to play GBL? Do you just want to get through your sets, but you also love winning? Think there's no answer? There is! Grasshole! Finally, there's an elegant, comfortable team for everyone. Wow! Let's get wins! All right. With that, we're going Altaria, Shadow Victreebel, Shadow Weepinbell. Ooh, I forgot to put the shadow in the. Don't worry about that. Anyways, all right. Anytime they switch in Wall Rain, just come in Victreebel. You can shield once and farm them all the way down. They never make it to that second Ice Spear. Remember the Ice Spears? It's 5 to the first, 4 to the second, but you KO them in 9 Razor Leafs. Man, I haven't used this team very much. Razor Leafs, and boom, that's it. Then I want to throw this acid spray onto the DD so that I have a much better time with Altaria. They actually end up throwing the move here, which is great. I consider coming in with Weepinbell, but I'm actually just going to come in Altaria. I'm a little scared of them going for another Psycho boost. I'm not going to throw a move as soon as they switch into this Charmer. Guess what? You have one more shield to get them down, and they haven't used any shields, and that's kind of what happens a lot with this team. One thing to note, Weepinbell, it is legacy to have Razor Leaf, so you're going to have to use a elite charge TM unless you have one that already has it, but I'm not sure that works with the shadows. Actually, I don't think that's possible. All right, Metacham leads. So the problem with this Metacham lead is that they could have Ice Punch. Oh, this isn't Metacham, this is Lickitung. All right, I'm going to just go for one move, and then as soon as they throw, I'm coming into my Victreebel. Now, they did throw at 9, so they're going to get to this Body Slam pretty quick. I'm going to shield this. They obviously haven't switched out yet, so they're not really wanting to switch out. It is Metacham. Just going to go for the Leaf Blade. If they do have Ice Punch, I'm just going to take any charge attack they have here. We want to make sure that Weepinbell does have a move in the back. So we're going to let Victreebel go down. Going to come back in Altaria. It does look like they don't have Ice Punch, which is great for Altaria, but they're going to beat us. Well, we probably could beat them to this move. Okay, we definitely could have. But I'm going to... Wow, I'm suspecting that they have Double Fighter in the back. Oh, this is a pretty standard line usually, is Lickitung Double Fighter. Ends up being Ninetales, though, which is not fantastic. But we almost have 2 aerial... we almost have 2 Sky Attacks on Altaria, so we're going to throw 2 Dragon Breaths so that we don't just take the free charm damage, and then throw this one, and then they're probably going to try to switch out, and we don't make it. But it's close, and that's a really tough team. I made a really big call there, assuming it was going to be the Farfetch in the back. It wasn't, but that's fine. We're going to go into the next one here. All right, Sableye. So all 3 are pretty good against this. I think I'm going to try to do the same exact thing. I might go up to the Moonblast just to see if I don't get a shield here. We're going to take this. Oh, no, it could be a return. That's why I end up shielding here, because they did go up to 9. I don't want to take the return, but I was fine taking the foul play. A little unfortunate. Again, we don't really want to be using these shields up front. I did try to switch there. Didn't get the switch off. That's fine. Gonna probably be spamming the switch here. Maybe we see what it is. It is a Wall Rain. Again, 1 shield can KO this. I'm probably going to go for the KO here on Victreebel just because they have 1 more Pokemon left, and if I can get an Acid Spray onto that, I'm going to be doing great. Also, really high chance that there's a Swampert in the back with that team comp, and probably was. We'll never know. All right, Vergyverg. This is a pretty tough matchup. I thought this was going to be a... Stunfisk ends up being oh my gosh, I don't know the name of it. I was going to say Escavalier. Excadrill. I almost said Drillbur. I almost said Escavalier, but yeah, Excadrill takes a freaking ton of damage. So they end up coming back in with Vergyverg. I think about going for the Acid Spray, but you know what? I'm just going to go for the damage, try to take this thing out. It's going to be neutral against Altaria anyways. They want to go for the full farm down, but it allows me to get to 2 Leaf Blades, making my decision earlier very much the correct one. And, yeah. You guys know how it is. 1 shield means you can farm down the Wall Rain. All right, really tough lead here. I come in with the Victreebel. Oh, I remember this game. So I think I ended up losing this game, but... I made a ton of mistakes along the way, so I just wanted to show y'all here. So they come in with a swap into Trevenant, which really isn't the hardest counter to a Victreebel. The toughest part about all of this is that I'm not going to make it to another move onto the Galarian Stunfisk if they want to just go for Rock Slide, which will obviously KO at this range. They end up coming in with a Sableye, and I should come in with Altaria here. Okay, wait, everything's going great. I should not shield anything on Altaria. I think the win condition has to be Weepinbell. And I should have either swapped right after the move. No, yeah, I remember now. I should have just stayed in with Altaria. Altaria is already going to do nothing to this Stunfisk, and I can't afford to give up shields. Rock Slide, not going to KO here, but they're going to get to 2 Rock Slides and a couple more Mud Shots. So just wanted to show you guys this one because, like I said, I definitely could have won this one, and I threw pretty hard. 1 Rock Slide not going to KO, but they still have a shield up, and they're going to be able to shield the Sky Attack. Although, if they didn't have a shield here, which obviously they do, but if they didn't, we could just go Sky Attack and probably win this game because the Sableye is out of energy. But again, we should just take all the damage we need to take on Altaria. It was useless at this point. We knew it was into a Stunfisk. I just made a really bad call there. Something you guys can learn from. All right, Walrein, switching into Victreebel. They can't handle staying in here. They want to get an Icicle Spear off because they want to have a little bit of advantage going into the next matchup, but they stand way too long, and they end up coming in with a Medicham, which is interesting. Again, no Acid Spray going for here, just because if they do have that Ice Punch, they're going to get to it before I make it to that Acid Spray, and I don't want to risk anything. I'd rather take the shield and see if we can't do something with the Altaria. They actually end up going for Pup, which is really bad for me, actually, because I think they're going to make it to a powered-up Psychic here. I'll have to make a decision on whether or not I want to shield. I decided not to shield because they still have the Walrein, and I need to make sure that I have that 1 shield for Weepinbell. So, as you can see, as the games go longer, I'm making better decisions. I've really never played this type of team before. I saw someone in the 3500s playing this team, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it out and make that Weepinbell and throw a Elite Charge TM into it. And it actually did pretty well. I'd say I played 3 or 4 sets with it, and I think the worst set I did was the first one. I went 2 out of 5, but then I went 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5. So around 60% win rate with this team. Grass is actually insane in the meta right now. If you want to use something like Venusaur, I think it would actually be a really good idea as well. The only thing is you have to be wary of Walrein, but a Venusaur is actually pretty sick in the meta. And with saying that too, Altaria is kind of sick in the meta. All you have to do is worry about Walrein as well. So yeah, Walrein, Trevenant Core really pushing out a lot of Mon. But if you are willing to risk using those Mon, it is probably going to be worth it to you. So like Altaria and Venusaur in general, not necessarily on a team, but they're not bad on a team as it is. So yeah, if you have any comments about the lower skill cap team I'm using here, let me know. I just wanted to try out Weepinbell. I made it literally for this. I thought it was an interesting team comp for someone at 3500 to be running. All right, thank you so much for coming to the video, and I hope you liked the intro. It was an Always Sunny spoof, I guess, whatever it's called. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one.